We've reached the new low, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Matt O'Leary here with another video on this Tuesday afternoon. If you open up social media, you will see anyone and everyone dumping on the New York Jets. They have the worst record in the NFL, and that's embarrassing enough, right? It stinks. The Jets have a 15-year playoff drought they're working on. They're 0-5. They look worse than what they were a year ago. Jet fans are rightfully pissed off with how the start of the season has gone, but that's bad enough. It's embarrassing enough when your team is this bad and you have to go online and see everyone get their jokes off, right? That's expected. What I didn't expect to see was the former coach's brother taking a shot at the team. This is where we are now. This is the level of suck that the New York Jets are. Well, Robert Saleh's brother took to Twitter to say last year the Jets were 2-3 playing for first place in their division when Woody Johnson declared the best roster in franchise history needed a spark. Since then, the Jets defense has gone from first to worst, stunning a record of 3-14. Hashtag all gas no break, hashtag AGNB, hashtag victory Monday, hashtag the spark. Dude, F off. Seriously, like, a couple takeaways here. Number one, Woody Johnson's a moron. That's well documented. We've discussed on this channel, I don't know how many times, the dumb things that Woody Johnson has done throughout his tenure. He has a couple glasses of wine every year at the owners' meetings and says something stupid. It's a tradition unlike any other, right? That we're used to. But Robert Saleh's brother, dude, where the hell are you coming from on this? Was the defense good under Robert Saleh? Yeah, you know why? He's a really good defensive coordinator. Robert Saleh is a great defensive coordinator. You know what he stinks at, though? Being a head coach. He was with the Jets for 3+ years. He got 56 games. They didn't pull the plug on the guy after 12 games and go full Urban Meyer. You know what? He's not going to get a fair chance. 56 games is a fair shot. He went 20-36 as the Jets head coach. That's a .357 win percentage. Where do you get off, dude? Taking your pot shots at the Jets. Talk about... God, these are, you know, the meme where it's like two idiots. I'll use the word idiots because there's memes with other things that are not so nice. Two idiots fighting each other. That's what this meme is. It's the Jets and Robert Saleh's brother going to bat for Saleh, who was a .357 win percentage head coach with the Jets for 56 games for 3+ years. Can we chill out with the victory lapping? Oh, the Jets are 3-14 since they fired my brother. Awesome! The Jets were 16 games under 500 when he was the coach for 3+ years. They were bad under Robert Saleh. They are also still bad. They've been bad for the better part of the last 15 years. So none of the people that were here and a part of the reason for the 15-year playoff drought have any right to come out and take any pot shot at the New York Jets right now, no matter how bad it is. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. It's bad enough that the team stinks. It's bad enough that the fans are fighting with each other because we can't agree on dick. We can't agree on anything. But they can't just be bad and quiet. No. They got to be bad. And the brother of the last reject coach they hired, who was 16 games under 500 in 56 games, has to shoot his mouth off too. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? That'd be like if Frank Reich came out. I was like, boy, the Panthers, they really stink, huh? You're part of the problem. You were part of the reason why the team is not good. How many Robert Saleh guys are still kicking around on this roster that aren't any good and part of the reason why they are still so shitty all these years later? And it's, sure, you could say it's on Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn for keeping those guys around, but Michael Clemens is still here, fan favorite of Robert Saleh. Jamie Sherwood was the prodigal son of Robert Saleh. He got his boy paid. He hasn't done anything since then. Think you know football? Then try to turn your football knowledge into real money with the Sleeper app, the ultimate fantasy sports app that can turn game day into payday. Just download the Sleeper app, pick more or less on your favorite players. They give a predicted stat line. You pick more, you pick less. It's super easy. Just choose 2 or more. You can do it pregame or live, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money if your picks come through and hit. Use promo code O'Leary, and you'll get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. They have a new offer also. There's a free $20 no deposit required promo that they're running right now. See Sleeper's terms of use for detail. Tony Adams, he had him in bubble wrap in the preseason. said, here you go. Here's a starting safety job. He was horrible and still is bad and still around here. Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh left this Jets team in a spot where they were worse off than we expected. And this is what we get in return? His brother taking his social media to get in on the fun? No, you don't get to poke fun at the Jets. You're part of this. You're here with us. You got to take your lumps like the rest of us. Great. I'm happy that Robert Saleh went to, back to San Francisco and they're having success. I'm not surprised. You know why? Because like I said, he's a great defensive coordinator. Great defensive coordinator. The guy stunk as a head coach. Stunk. There's no need to rewrite the history. We just went through it. The last 4 years, we lived it. It's pretty recent. We have to go, oh, actually, Robert Saleh wasn't the problem. It was everything else with the Jets that was the problem. And that's maybe the biggest underlying issue with this team, is that nobody wants to take any damn accountability. Nobody wants to point the finger back at themselves and say, I am a part of the problem. I'm going to point it at you because you are the problem. I can't possibly be the problem. It's everybody else that's the problem with the New York Jets organization. I can't take it anymore. Can we win some games maybe so we don't have to hear Robert Saleh's brother on Twitter talk about how bad the Jets are? Is that not embarrassing? Can they play for some pride? Is there an ounce of pride that this Jets team has? It feels like no through the first 5 weeks of the year. But maybe can we look online in this defense, be like, man, our head coach who is not very good, his brother's online talking shit about how bad we are as a unit. Can you use that as motivation maybe? Print it out, put it up on a cork board. Do we still have printers and cork boards? That's what I used to do. Print something out. Tack up a newspaper article maybe. I know I sound like 1,000 years old. Bulletin board material. You hear it all the time. Is that not bulletin board material? Robert Saleh's brother talking about, the defense sucks. And they're 3-14 since they fired my brother. When is it going to end? When is this ever going to stop? Please, for the love of God, snap yourself out of this. It's embarrassing enough having to talk about this team every single day, make videos, cover this team, and the product on the field isn't any good at all. But it's even worse when you have to see the idiot brother of the last head coach who was 30 or 20 and 36, whatever the hell I said it was, through 56 games. He's got to get in on the fun too. He's got to point the finger too. Because no, it wasn't Robert Saleh's fault. It wasn't Joe Douglas's fault. We already built him a statue after the 2022 draft. It wasn't Aaron Rodgers' fault. It's not Aaron Glenn's fault. It's not Justin Fields' fault. It's not anybody's fault. Everybody but ourselves. That'll do it for me. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you next time.